Welcome back to Real Talk with Big Love. This is our part two of the foster parenting video. I left off with getting the kids, Caucasian little boys, one autistic. I left off with us getting Devin and Logan, the oldest boy, being artistic, wonderful, loving little boys and living a life. Now, our expectation is that we're getting ready to raise these kids until they're grown. We're in for the long haul. We're thinking that these are our kids. We treat them as if they were our kids. And so now we're settling in. And months, 7, 8 months have went by. Initially, we had asked the agency about, was there any family? And at the time, they said that I believe the father was incarcerated. The mother was kind of just out of the picture. And the rest of the family members were not able or felt that it was too much of a burden to be able to handle, especially the older boy being autistic. Well, 7, 8 months in, we get word that there's an aunt. There's an aunt that wants to see the boys. Now, later on, we would find out that there was a lot of conversation going on. The conversation was that these two boys were being raised by a Black family. We didn't know any of this at the time, but the aunt reached out and she wanted to see the boys. Well, of course, we wanted them to see their family. And we set up arrangements for a visit. The aunt came over. She saw the boys. She felt very in tune. It seemed like she wanted the best for the boys. The oldest, Devin, his birthday was coming up, and she wanted to throw him a birthday party at her home. Well, we loved that. We loved that. So we made a date for the birthday party. So we took the boys over to the birthday party. We got to see her house. She had a small home, very nice. One of the things we noticed that she wasn't married, but she had a partner, a boyfriend, younger man. He seemed to be very young, actually, but no judgment at all. But the boys had a wonderful time, and we did also. We loved meeting family members and spending time with the boys. Anywhere we go, we just took the boys everywhere we went. About a week after that, we get the word that the aunt wanted the boys, and we were kind of taken aback. I think we looked at it as though we were their parents, because we were. We felt that even though the house was nice, it was small, and more importantly, that she wasn't prepared. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of sleepless nights. And for us, my wife and I, it took both of us to be 100% committed with these kids to be able to make it work. And then, not just that, to have the extended family of my church, of my neighbors, friends, family, to all help us. And we felt that she didn't have that. And we thought it would be very difficult, but we expressed ourselves to the agency. And the agency responded back that their goal for all kids, not just these kids, but it's to go home. And what go home means, if not to their immediate family, mother, father, but to a sibling, or not a sibling, but a relative, no matter how distant. Well, she was a relative. We kind of fought this whole situation because we knew that this was not the ideal situation. And we were told that the goal of going home may not be the ideal situation, but this is what the state demands within a week. The boys had been taken from us, and they were living with the aunt. My wife and I were destroyed. It was like someone came into your house and took your biological child away from you. Remember, we were all in. Emotionally, financially, spiritually, we were all in. These boys were our children, and they were just taken from us. And we didn't have any recourse. At this point, we decided that we couldn't do foster parenting. We were done. We were out. And not only were we so messed up by this, we had to seek therapy to come out of this. Again, this was like someone had took our children from us. So we got into therapy. Within about a month and a half of the kids leaving, which after they took the kids, we had no contact with the boys. The aunt called us. She called us crying. Her words, "I can't do this. I can't do this." I think her significant other had left, was no longer in the picture, and it was her. She asked, could we take the kids back? We immediately said yes. We're in therapy, but we're still bonded. We're still bonded with these boys. Yes, we reached out to the agency, and the agency told us that the kids were no longer in the system. That by them going home with the aunt, they were no longer in custody of the state. For us to get the kids, she would have to put them back into the system. And even then, we were not guaranteed to even get the boys. Oh my goodness, what a mess. What a mess this was. We're trying to come out of this situation. We don't know what to think. So we decided to go by the house. Let's at least go by and see the boys start to get back in their lives. We're going to do whatever it takes to try to make it happen. Alexa off. We go back to the house, by the house. The house is for sale. They're gone. We have no contact. We don't know anything. We haven't got a clue of what's going on. We sat there parked in front of the house, dumbfounded, not knowing what to do, where to go, who to talk, nothing. We were done. We continued with our therapy to come out of it, but we were done. Or at least we thought we were. That's it for this episode. It looks like there's another part to this story. And when we come back, I'll tell you about it.